Just get a video of that, I guess.
She's already going.
I don't know what to say. Can't go vroom vroom. Can't go vroom vroom.
Can you stand a little bit less awkwardly apart? I mean, COVID's safe and all, but like, okay. It helps if I started.
We've never been. Welcome to Never Been Bogged. We actually are bogged. That's meant. We'll give that a go. Welcome back to another episode of Never Been Bogged. Today I've got Shane and Hamish with me, and we're going to be testing the hard tracks versus soft tracks when you get bogged. So, yeah. Dope.
That's all.
That's all. Good. Right, we're going to try and use the bushranger X tracks and see if we can get backwards out of it. Right, so we're digging under the tyre and try and get it right in.
This is our first attempt at using the soft or flexible recovery track. In the first clip they surprised us and worked rather well, just popping the back of the ute up and out of the hole. But in the second clip you can see the tracks being pulled under the ute and the ute sinking as soon as it's off the end of them.
Okay, so we're going to try and dig out around his wheels and chassis, and we're trying to winch off with the zoot, see if we can get forwards a bit.
We didn't plan to be quite this bogged so early in the day, so we decided we'd winch out so we could continue the track. After winching forward, we laid all the tracks out behind the ute so we could get a run up to go back, allowing us to have another go at the exit off the beach. The zoot wasn't super bogged, but we decided it was a good opportunity to make it bogged, so after some two-wheel drive action, she was down to the rails and wasn't going anywhere, even with a push. To prove just how handy a shovel is when beach driving, we thought we would use just the shovel and an unnecessary amount of right foot to see if we could get out of this one. We started by digging behind the wheels and under the chassis rails, followed by the diff, pumpkin and rear axle. Cheeky bit of limiter and she's out of here. Problem is, back down the beach, the bigger, heavier Ranger has sunk back down whilst going back for a run-up. This time we used 4 hard tracks and some shovelling and it popped straight up and out, no dramas. Unfortunately, the tracks have gone into another dimension, making it quite hard to find. Gone from Zooks on the limiter to Hamish's tough Sony Ranger. Give this a listen, would you? Now for some more two-wheel drive action so we can do some testing. First we tried the soft tracks under the front and then we tried them under the rear.
Yeah, right. So the bushranger X-Tracks didn't end up getting us out, so we're going to give the Bunker Industries Vic Offroad hard tracks a go. Radio, so we're going to try and dig out the chassis rails a bit more. We got a bit over ambitious and neither works, so we'll give that a go. Yeah, right. So I said again, but we will keep going. I did it again. Shit. We've dug out around the car a bit more, so we will retry the bushranger X-Tracks. See how that goes.
We've dug around the car again. I was like, that's a sneaky one. But you go. No, go again. Just
take a breath instead of saying
I love that we've dug around around the I was like
around the
I was like, that's a sly one. I don't mind the effort there.
You're
that's not bad.
Listen to me.
We've dug around. I was like,
Okay, so apparently I say too much. I get it.
I want a thumbs up.
It looked like shit.
Don't mind. Look like shit.
Ooh.
My thoughts on me reversing is the exact same holes.
You gonna speak?
Oh yeah, look, alright, worked not bad actually, I didn't mind that. So I'm going to reverse back in the same holes and try and make it fair game and use the hard tracks and see how we go with those. Rightio, so we're going to give these Bunker Industries Vic Offroad tracks a go and see if they perform well, like me.
Can I make a recommendation that you just call them tracks again?
Yeah.
Just
Can I do that again?
You're going to be like, Bunker Industries tracks, Bunker Industries.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. It's up to you.
Just hard tracks sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way better. What did I say?
Right, oh, we're gonna not ease up turbo and give her the berries.
Berries.
Lock in the hugs and give her some bezzers on the hard, boy.
Nice. What he said. We're going to try and use the hard tracks now and see if they can get us out of the same hole.
You can go.
Yeah, look. I don't know. They worked, we got out, but yeah, I don't know. Have a look back at the video and see which one really sort of worked a bit better. They both, yeah. Well,
That's got to stay.
soft tracks appear to work not too bad yet again when going slow, but with too much throttle they do spin quite easily. After this, I guess you could say we experienced some, well, technical issues. So obviously out comes the sandboard and a pearl of sunset to go with it. After taking in the sunset and assessing the damages, we decided we could limp home in two-wheel drive, so we set off. Some of the flexi stuff was made a bit hard without having any lockers, so we just kept motoring on through. Give it the berries, mate. Rightio, so after getting bogged all day yesterday, we made a bit of a list of pros and cons for the hard and the soft tracks. Pros for the hard tracks are that they're light, they can be used as a shovel, which is pretty handy. Heaps of outside storage options on your vehicle, and they're easy to store more of if you need 4 of them. Yep. So the cons for them are they're not very durable. So no matter what brand you get, you end up snapping lugs or smoking when you spin your wheels. The soft tracks, the pros are that they're very durable. They can take a bit more when you spin your wheels. And they're a bit longer than the standard recovery tracks. The cons for the soft tracks though are that they're not very easy to store. They're quite big and they're very heavy. And also you're still going to need a shovel to be able to get yourself out. We found that no matter when we got bogged, we needed the shovel anyway. So your best tool is still probably to bring a shovel, because we even got the Zook unbogged with just the shovel for one of them. So yeah, and they both cost about the same, so it don't really matter. I'd probably stick with your standard hard tracks. So. Rightio, a few things I'd like to add that I forgot to mention is that the hard tracks have a lot more uses outside of the beach than the soft tracks do. I'd much rather use a hard track when you're in mud and that sort of stuff, as well as for packing rock steps and even leveling up your ute at camp. So after taking all that in, I'd probably definitely prefer sticking with the standard hard tracks than going over to soft tracks. The ones we used in all our videos were from Vic Offroad, and they are the bunker industry tracks, as I've said a few too many times apparently. And yeah, no, they're not too bad. They're pretty good and they're reasonably priced, so would recommend getting some of those for yourself if you haven't got anything. Cheers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Whoop!